Good morning, my friends. It is 10:20 on Sunday morning, July the 12th, 2020. My friends put it this way. This is the 18th Sunday in the season of Coventide. See what you did there? COVID tide. And here we are. It's Sunday morning, and everything's in the can. We have recorded the service this week. Did it in a couple of different ways. We had a little bit of fun this week, and my friend Lori, she sent me a video clip of her reading the scripture. I thought, she told it much better than I could, or at least in a way that I hadn't thought of, and that was good. So drop that into the service as well. For the theme time, I found a fun little song that I first time I heard it, I thought this is the silliest thing. And then I thought, well, it's all right to be silly every once in a while. So I dropped that in the service too. I was asked to provide the reflection for the East Ottawa Collective Worship Service this week. And so I did that, and I thought, well, that's what I'm going to do for us too. So I dropped that into the video too. And Paul came into the church, and we filmed all the parts that I needed to film with Paul, and which is kind of interesting because we do it out of sequence now. We do the prelude, and then we do the postlude first, and then we reset, and then we do the rest of the service. And something goes completely awry, we can just stop it and redo it, and then drop that part into it. And then I come home, and then I edit. And editing is fun because then you can add different titles to things. You can play around with the transitions, and you can you can add narration. And this week I did all those things, and I really quite enjoyed that. So the only thing, and I need some feedback on this week, is sometimes when you're filming in different locations, or even when you're standing in a different, you're oriented yourself to your microphone. See, here's my microphone. If you're oriented to your microphone in a different way, the sound changes, and so some parts of the video might be louder than others. And if that's the case, you need to let me know, and I'll fool around with that. I think what I'll do is I'll use my headphones this week. Good morning, Gloria. Good morning, Shirley. What I'll do this week is I'm going to take my headphones and make sure it's all kind of on the same level, so you don't have those peaks and valleys. And anyway, that's what we're going to do. Next week, we're going to have even more fun. I am going to leverage email and Facebook to have a hymn sing. And what I thought I would try is have in our Rothwell United Church Facebook group, and through the email chain, have people send me their favorite hymns. And we'll put together a top 10 list. But parallel to that, on my own Facebook page, I'm going to ask my friends who are not involved in our congregation, what their favorite hymns are. And I'm very curious to see how the two lists compare to each other. Anyway, that's what we'll do. And then on Thursday night, Paul and I will get together at the church, as we have been doing, and we'll set everything up, and we'll have a good old-fashioned hymn sing. One thing I should thank Paul for publicly, and maybe hopefully I'll remember to do this next week, is for changing the keys to the songs. He's made them all in my range. He and I have been working together for a long time, and so he knows what I'm capable of and what I'm not capable of. Equally important. And so he's been playing the hymns in a key that is as singable as possible for me. So there's that. That's appreciated. We're also doing something different with the announcements this week. I don't have a whole lot of announcements to make because we're kind of on summer mode, and we have been, not been together. So what I'm going to ask folks to do is, and what I have asked folks to do, or will ask folks to do, depending on your orientation of this video that I've already done that you haven't seen yet, that's going to be live but still is recorded. I'm still wrapping my head around all that. Is if you have an announcement, type it into the chat, or you can send it to me as a text message, and I'll put my number down in the thing. And the same thing. So, we got a little interlude where people can text in or write in announcements they might have. It might not be any, and that's okay too, because we're all kind of, we're in summer mode and we're in separation mode. So it's all right. And same thing for the prayers. We've left a little interlude like we have been doing for Paul to kind of play, a time for silent prayer, a time for us to text in prayers. I got some by email that we're going to include. And so there's that as well. Service this week is about 42 minutes long, and following that, we will have our coffee hour. Coffee hour is on Zoom, and that will there'll be a link in the video description for that, and there will also be a link well, there's links everywhere. I think at this point, if you can't find the Zoom coffee hour, you're not trying hard enough, because it's been posted everywhere. Although there are some glitches that people are reporting, and those glitches are sometimes people need the numbers. They say they need the password and they need the meeting number, and if you need that, you can check your email. You can also check the Rothwell United Church Facebook group, or you can check. I'll put it in the description as well as we go. One of the advantages of watching this as you all watch it is I can sort of play armchair quarterback and sort of add things as we go on the side. This is a link I just posted. This is a link to our service that begins in 4 minutes. So I think I'm going to refresh my coffee, and I'm going to sit right here, and I'm going to watch the service with y'all, and try to get over the fact that I absolutely can't stand watching myself on these things. I mean, I see the value of doing it, but at the same time, ugh. Morning, Bev. All right, you know what? Abby, you just signed in, and I'm just about to sign off. I got 18 people watching this. Morning, everybody. And I'm going to end this. So go get a cup of coffee and or a cup of tea or mimosa if you're celebrating the fact that it's July. You don't really need a reason. And yeah, we'll have church. Bye.